Guys, here we are again. This is the lower body circuit that I recommend you pair with the upper body circuit that I put up yesterday. So these will probably be next to each other on Instagram, next to each other on the channels, you know how it works. It looks like this. You might want to screenshot that about now. There are 4 exercises here today. They're done as a circuit. You pick 10, 12 or 15 reps. I will let you drop reps on the lunges. So the lunges and the Cossack squats are done on alternate legs. So if you used to do 15 on alternate legs, you're doing 30 reps, it's going to be tough going. I'd recommend that, especially if you're doing 15 on the others, that you drop the Cossack squats or the reverse lunges down to sort of 10 or 12 reps on either side, rather than doing your big 15 on either side, unless you're a beast. Now, in terms of the circuit and how I recommend you format it, like yesterday we worked and then rest for the remainder of the minute before you worked again, rested for the remainder of the minute. Now, again, this is, first of all, they're legs, which are much more sort of metabolically demanding. You're really going to be gassed out, and I'm a stickler for keeping form tight, right? So you don't want to you don't want to just bounce straight into the next exercise and let form go to shit. You want to keep form quality, and if that means taking 30, 60 or even 90 seconds rest between each one of these, that's fine, okay? There's 2 squat patterns in there. One, with the nature of kettlebell squats, they're going to be glute and hamstring dominant. I'm going to put you in that rack position. So therefore I've put another squat in later in the circuit, which is going to be quad dominant, like a variation of a sissy squat, and you're going to need something to raise your heels on. I've used a book here, it works pretty well. If you've got plates to put your heels on, if you've got nothing, even a rolled up yoga mat will work, okay? I'll demo everything again like I did yesterday. I'll talk you through it as I do 2 or 3 reps, and then I'll do a circuit for you and show you how it goes. I'll sort of gauge the rest for myself here. Honestly, I'd recommend that you do use the rests though, guys, 30, 60 or 90, and you do time them, because otherwise, you've been in a gym before, you know that before you know it, you've had a look at your phone and you've had a 5-minute rest. You can get lazy that way, but if you've got a clock on, it really does always make sure the intensity stays pretty high, or a good way of formatting a workout so that you don't let the intensity drop too low. So squats are generally a stronger movement. I've put my 12s out here. I've got 16s, but this isn't my workout just yet. So the front rack kettlebell squat, first of all, I'll just add this little bit of extra instruction in. Get into the habit of getting into the rack position properly, guys, by doing a double clean instead of muscling them up there and then doing your shoulder no good whatsoever. So front rack kettlebell squats, they're tight. This is part of the exercise. Make sure you're strong here, squeezing the handles tight, elbows are pointing high and forward, and from there I'll turn profile so you can see me sitting deep in between my knees, up, tall, deep, drive those knees out wide, hips are lower than my knees, up, tall, deep, up, tall, 10, 12 or 15. From there, you're going to go into reverse lunges. I'll be doing 10 on either leg of these. They look like this. I step back, deep, drop that back knee, switch, step, deep, drop that back knee. The stride length kind of dictates to some degree which muscles we're hitting. Take a longer stride here and fold into this hip crease. I'll just put my knee down for a second. This hip crease will make this glute work hard, okay? If I don't lunge quite as far, take a shorter stride back, my chest's up high, that quad's going to work hard, okay? So just bearing that in mind if you have any sort of preference as to which muscle group you want to hit. The third exercise, my trusty old Who coffee table book. It doesn't look much, especially in bare feet though. Raising the heels is important because it'll really let you keep the chest high, deep up, like you're trying to get your bum to the heels. And notice that I'm not locking at the top. I'm pushing my big toe into the floor hard, squeeze, 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 feel, 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 and not locking at the top. That's what's really going to put tension into your quads. Remember, we want an all over as much as possible without a gym and gym equipment. We want a full body, a full leg workout, okay? Now, I'm going to recommend 4 or 5 rounds of this, so you could alternate which way you rack a single kettlebell. You could use double kettlebells. For me, my Cossack squats aren't great, so I could go with a single on the front. I prefer a rack up here, and we go deep, 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 deep. Turn those opposite toes to the ceiling, up here, and we do the other side, deep, 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 up, top, okay? If you struggle with balance, putting in both hands might be handy for you, okay? And I'm going to drop to 10 on each side on those because they're tough. And that's us. I thought I missed an exercise. I haven't. Here we go. So, I'm going to put in, I don't know, I'll see how I feel. But if I was doing this workout with weights and it was my full-on session for the day, I would be doing 15s of the squats and 10s or 12s of the lunges. And they would need, for me, would need 60 to 90 seconds rest. Remember, this is a strength workout. Some of you might be thinking there's no swings in there. That'd be a good leg exercise to use with kettlebells. Don't worry, thrusters, don't worry. They're going into a conditioning workout that I'll put in tomorrow, okay? So, 10, 12 or 15 squats, lunges, kettlebell low squats with the heels raised, and then the Cossack squats. Let's see what a set looks like. I've not got a timer today, but I do recommend, like I said, that you do have one ready and make sure you don't get lazy. Especially if you're training at home, you can fall into the trap of getting sidetracked with anything that you prefer to be doing. I think the video might be dragging on a bit, so I'll just do 10. 9 minutes already. I think we get 15. I think we get 15 minutes, so I'll have a little breather before the reverse lunges. To be honest, this is my preferred exercise out of the 4. Another little tip, if you're doing kettlebell exercises where the kettlebell's hanging low and it's hitting the floor, just take the kettlebell on the horn of the handle rather than the top, okay? It lets you go a bit deeper. That would be a problem for me on this exercise. They've hit the floor before I'd gone deep enough. So here, holding them at the sides lets me get to a decent depth. I'm taking quite a lunge back because I do want to hit my glutes. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 8. 10. Take a decent break there, so I can still talk to the camera. Like I say, legs are much more, they're going to get you gassed anyway. Any leg workout, to some degree, is an element of conditioning. You don't get this same with the upper body, just because the muscle groups you're hitting are smaller, okay? No small comments on my legs, by the way. So this is the one where I raise the heels. Quite a strong movement, guys, but impeccable form first. I'm not fussed. I'm demoing these for you. It's not my workout, like I said. The chest is high on this one. Deep, up, don't lock out. Think about the tension. Slow it right down if you want. 3 seconds down, up, up, up. 3 seconds up. Deep, deep, deep. Think your bum to the heels. Bum to the heels. If you've got good flexibility at your Achilles, your ankles, you might be good without raising the heels, but not really going to hit the quads in the same way. I think that's 7. I think that's 8. I think that's 9. 10. Tell you, 4 or 5 rounds of this, you'll definitely be feeling it by the end. If you do offset the kettlebell on the squat, on the Cossack squats or the Cossack lunges, make sure offset it on the other side for the next round. I'll take a little bit longer of a break. I've got 2 minutes to get these done. Whew. And like I said, if you struggle with balance, taking a kettlebell or any weight to stop you feel like you're going to fall backwards will help, okay? I'll give it a shot in this rack position. I might turn it into this bottom up position here, okay? If my ankles feel like they need that. Oh yeah. So that is the leg pairing to the upper body pairing from yesterday. I don't recommend that you do them on the same day. That is designed to be done 2 upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. 4 sessions, maybe repeated on alternate days. So if you train a day, skip a day, train a day, skip a day, you would go upper body, miss, lower body, miss, upper body, miss, lower body, miss. 4 workouts over 8 days. Don't necessarily have to confine it to a week, guys. I think that's me done. 15 minutes, 15 seconds. I'm definitely fucked. Ta-ra.